On this episode of Something Green, we take you to Shibuya Bar and Restaurant located in Greater Kailash 2, New Delhi. Here we meet culinary expert Simi Kohli, who shares with us 2 recipes. You don't want to miss this. Simi, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Ambika?
I am fabulous. I'm super excited to learn new dishes from you today. So tell me what's on
Welcome to Shibuya.
Thank you.
We're going to start with one of our most well-received dish. It's called the poke bowl. So it's quintessentially deconstructed sushi, and it's not really Japanese. It's a Hawaiian dish from Pearl Harbor time, when they came with their style of, cooking. The Japanese, they would do the sashimi with the fresh fish over there, because of Pearl Harbor. But once they left, and these guys didn't have the skill to roll a sushi, they just decided in Hawaii that let's just plonk everything in a bowl, and we have the ingredients. Let's put the ingredients and just eat it up. So that's how the poke bowls came to life.
And have Indians picked it up as well, and are they loving it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So in Shibuya, we keep it in the most purest form. So we do not really grease it up, or we do not really drown it with a lot of dressings or anything else, because we want you to actually taste the quality of our produce.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. So take us through the key ingredients that we need to
So
start
of course,
off.
Sushi rice. There's nothing possible without the sushi rice. We have sushi rice here, and we're going to make the tofu poke bowl today. So we have tofu. Over here we've got the cucumber and seaweed pickle. And we've got avocado, my favorite, and edamame. Along with that, gari goes on the side. We have some pickled black radish. And these are the seasonings. This is homemade togarashi mayo. And then we've got white and black sesame to go on top, some chimi, wasabi, and soy sauce, which will be on the side. And we've got some micro herbs and edible flowers to make it look gorgeous. So we're going to start with taking sushi rice. We put it right in the middle. It goes in the center. So the sushi rice has to be made in a very specific manner.
What is the specific manner?
Yeah, so you need to use sushi rice itself. It's, how if you're making risotto, you can't do it with, any other rice. You need the risotto rice. So you've got sushi rice, and you cook it al dente, and then you put it in we have a special wooden barrel. We put it in that. It's an open. Or if you don't have that at home, it's okay. Just put it in something which is flat, and you can air it out. And on the side, you do seasoning with your sake and your sugar, and you dissolve that with seasoning, and you put it and you fan it for it to become on room temperature, where it doesn't get gluggy.
All right.
It stays, the way you see it to be. So this is simply steamed edamame, steamed and peeled edamame for you. This is, avocado, which we put on the side. This is the cucumber seaweed. So
this is again ready-made pickle, or do you do
make
it
so
here?
we mix 2 things over here. So we've got the seaweed, which again comes ready-made, and then you can just mix the cucumber into it. It ferments over time. So there are many other fermentations we do over here. We do our own gari, we do shiso leaves. So it's seasonal. So if you come like 2 weeks from now, shiso is in and it's being preserved. It'll be ready. You'll get that. Then we put a little bit of, this is just scallion. And we've got a little bit of your gari. Everybody loves gari. So we added it in the dish instead of giving it on the side. We realized most of us have a taste for it.
Okay.
We will add a few of your. This we buy from Krishi Cress, Achintya. So he does all this. He grows his own produce. He pickles it. So the black radish is courtesy him. So you top it up with tofu.
Right.
So,
This is a secret dressing.
so as you can see, the dressing just comes on top towards the end. It was just the ingredients till now. So you don't need to soak everything in, you know. You can just keep it in the most purest way.
Right.
We will top this up with, again, Rishi Cress's herbs. Lots of them since I love them. We will take some of the white sesame and we put it on your pickle. It enhances the flavor, it makes it a little smoky. Then we have the black sesame which goes right on top. Again, there's a crunch to it, which we love. This is the zucchini, again the powder, which is easily available now. We don't have to struggle with it. We have a lot of Japanese joints from all the way from NCR to Gurgaon in Noida now. So, and then we'll just make it beautiful for you so that you wanna straight away dive into it. We'll just do that, and it is served with wasabi and soy sauce. So that's your dish.
Well, great job. Time for a break, and we will see you on the other side with recipe number 2. Don't go away. Welcome back. Time now to learn how to make a chung fung in the comfort of your own home. It is slightly tough, but as our culinary expert tells me, practice makes you perfect. So take us through the key ingredients required.
So like you said, Ambika, you're absolutely right. It is an advanced, a difficult dish to make, but again, practice makes you perfect. So it's as simple as, if don't be disheartened if you're making it and 2 times or 3 times it goes kaput, no problem. Go for it. The 3rd time on, it'll be fine. So the key ingredients for this is the batter, which is a mix of rice flour, cornstarch flour, and we have wheat flour, and seasoning and water. Simple as that. And we are making prawn chung fung. So we have a mixture of chopped prawns. It's pure, just prawns, which is seasoned, and a little bit of fat to bind it together and hold its shape. On a steamer, we have a chung fung steamer. It's a special steamer, but you can use it at home also in a steamer with a flat trays. You get it on top, and then you spread out a cloth. Now this cloth has to be special because it has to be, which you can buy online as well. It's pure cotton. The fiber doesn't get caught while cooking your ingredient on it. But what is most important is that it's not going to catch fire, which is most important, right? You don't want to burn up your house trying to make something.
Right.
So we pour the batter on top of it. It spreads. You just turn the tray around so it spreads into a proper rectangle. Then you take your batter mix and you just make sure that it is thin enough. If you find any holes, just fill it up. It's like a crepe, not a pancake, but a crepe. So when you see the crepe is forming, just take the mixture and put it in a nice log manner. You know, so you just spread it out evenly, not too much, not too less, right from end to end. And you cover it with a lid. Let it steam for a bit. Once you see that, you know, if the timing has like gone to 3 minutes, you're almost done. 3 to 3.5 minutes, it's done. You can open it, you can have a visual look at it. Your prawns look pretty much done. You start rolling the cloth up, you turn it over and you roll it up, and then you take your chung fung out, which is right here in front of you, and you chop it into 3 segments. Place 2 and 1 on top of it, and it is ideally served with a chung fung sauce, which is made with oyster, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, sesame oil, and of course if you want to make it special, you can add your own bit of seasoning or a secret ingredient or whatever you wish to make it your own special recipe. So that is the chung fung sauce, and this is your chung fung, and we serve it over here with topiko on top of it, which is flying fish roe. So these have a real taste of umami. They pop in your mouth,
Right.
and everybody loves that salty taste that, you know, just amplifies the whole experience. Again, top it with some fresh herb, and then when you're about to eat and serve your guest with a smile, just pour the sauce around it and it's ready to be served.
All right. So tell me, if somebody has to become a dim sum specialist at home, any book they should kind of buy or invest in?
More than books, I would say watch a lot of YouTube videos, Pinterest recipes, and watch videos like you are taking a video right now. It's always better when you know, the audience can see it rather than read it, because it's a lot of artistic involvement in it. You know, the way you pin the dumpling together, it takes art. They think of it as an expression of like, you know, themselves. So they come up with, every chef wants to top the other chef with, by adding a splash of color into the skin, which could be from the carrot juice or the beetroot juice. There are different shapes and sizes to it. You know, some of them go way ahead and make them look like little bunnies and things like that. So you need to see all these videos, but when you start, I would say that just try to get your you know, a dough right. Go with it, go with the easy one, and just try it one step at a time, and you will reach to a chung fang, like, if you are committed to it, for sure.
Time for a break. After that, I am going to taste this delicious food. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Before I dig into these amazing looking dishes in front of me, let's ask our culinary expert Simi Kohli for some cool food trends for the year 2019.
So the cool food trends for 2019 in Pan Asian would have to be Shibuya toast, what we made in our dessert section. It really did trend very well. We've got people writing articles about it. We've been graced with a lot of love because of that beautiful dish. So it is that, you know, a dish that makes you nostalgic, brings you back home. And that's our food motto in Shibuya. We have everything which you eat, it should be nostalgic, comfort food. It could look as beautiful, aesthetic, modern in time, but when you eat it, it has to be something which is going to make you feel like it's satisfying my soul. It gratifies me. I need to come back for more. So the cool dishes which go over here, the poke bowl is another cool element. Everybody is loving the idea of deconstructed sushi, so it's really doing well. We also have, along with chung fang, in our dim sum section, we do a gyoza, which comes with its own lattice on top. That has been received very well as well, and is creating some ripples and trends around. So we have been lucky with a few things in our menu which have been considered to be cool by the millennials. So yeah, that's what I would like highlight from our menu.
You are also a food photographer, so if you could take us through a list of your favorite food photographers and people one should follow on Instagram.
So on Instagram, there's this person called Passionate About Baking. It's her Instagram handle, and her name is Deepa Rajpal. I think she is just amazing. She's got her own sense of style, which you can see in every picture. Her brand equity is brilliant, and she's someone I completely look forward to every day. I hope she's posted something on Instagram.
Fantastic. Now let's dig in.
Absolutely. Let me just help you
Thank
before
you.
this sneaky little thing slips away.
Wonderful. Thank you. Great.
Bon
let's-
appetit.
Thank you. I'm sure it's amazing.
Well, I sure hope you like it.
I'd love it. It's been my favorite dim sum for years. Mmm. So good.
Thank you. Can you feel them pop on your tongue and just add to the whole elements. So that's why, you know, the seasoning inside of the prawns, you do go light on it because
Right.
you're adding tobiko on top. Otherwise, your dish might just get too salty.
Absolutely.
So you might want
But
to
what's
watch
the
on
thought
that.
process behind a chung fung and a prawn dim sum?
Prawns in dim sum cook very well. They steam fast. The possibilities are amazing. You can use it with chicken. You can mix it with pork. You can use the entire prawn. You can tempura it. You know, you can go with so many variations of it.
But in terms of the recipe from prawn dim sum to prawn chung fung, is there any
Oh,
difference?
chung fung is a dim sums. So chung fung is a type of a dim sum. It's just made in a different manner. So the others are made rolled out
Right.
out dough. This is more like a crepe base, which is
Okay.
steamed on the cloth, like we had spoken about
Right.
earlier. So it does fall under the same category. You don't see much of chung fung around. The only reason is because you have to be very skilled at it. So of course, when you're in a restaurant, you want to be very sure that when the order comes, you're not missing back there, and each shot
Right.
is a hit, and it's quick to go, right? It has to be pronto. So that's pretty much it.
Well, I'm all ready for the poke bowl. Any particular way to eat it right?
Just like, you know, sushi, if you would like to season it extra with your soy sauce and wasabi, you can just
Okay.
mix a bit and just pour it on top.
All right, great. It might be too much.
That's going to be fine.
Okay, I'll just do a touch of wasabi. All right then.
And try to take an element of each
Oh,
together
really?
with the rice, with every bite, whatever you like. If you want it to get a little more on the sour note, go hit for the pickle. If you want to neutralize it, then go for the edamame. And if you want to make it greasy and fatty, hit the avocado.
Well, there's so many ways and so many different flavors in one poke bowl. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
My
And,
pleasure entirely. Thank you.
I hope all our viewers try and make this. It seems quite easy. I think it is rather easy to make and it is delicious. So happy trying. And Simi, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming and thank you for being here with us today.